One of our suggestions is for funding bodies to be very specific about what kind of engagements they're trying to promote between sciences and theology. Well, what would developmental psychology have to say about Christian education? Or what does social psychology have to say about group decision-making in the church? Or what does neuroscience have to say about meditative practices and spiritual disciplines? See, we're getting to a layer on both the theological side and, if you will, on the science side of specificity, where the mappings are more obviously productive, interesting, and exciting, instead of staying on this sort of vague programmatic level.
So my project gets psychologists of language and theologians interested in language together, to work together. And one of the reasons I wanted to do that was because theologians have long argued that the way we talk about God is really important. But the way that they've argued for that has often been very philosophically abstract or mystical. But of course, there's all this research on the evolution of language, of what language is, and some really important pastoral issues for people who are minority language speakers or who do not develop in typical ways their language abilities. They might be mute, they might be dyslexic, they might be autistic. And there's all sorts of variety in human language that psychology really taps into and contrasts different, because that's often how psychology proceeds, contrasting different people groups to seeing what we can learn. Theology doesn't proceed like that. It generally thinks, how do humans speak about God? Rather than thinking about how different human groups will speak about God in different ways, and then asking what can we learn about God and about humanity from paying attention to that.